All right, I'm gonna assess one of my students' essay today. So the essay question is, in many countries, few people have extremely high incomes compared to the rest of the population. Some believe that this is good, while others say that the government should not allow this to happen. Discuss both views and give your opinion. So this is a discussion essay, which means you need to follow case 2 template I shared with you. Okay, you need to follow the similar template and then you have to produce the answer. Okay, let's go through this. The argument whether is, in several countries not many inhabitants have exceedingly income. The rest of the people has been gathering momentum across the world in recent times. This is wrong. Okay, this is wrong because it has got many grammatical mistakes. So what you could have done is, all right, okay, so what you could have done is, okay, I'm going to write down the same sentence. Okay, the argument whether high income earned by some people, maybe you can use higher income. Okay, whether higher income earned by some people or some professions, you can mention that some people, then the remaining population. Okay, so the argument whether higher income earned by some people than the remaining population, whether is good or not. Okay, so the argument whether higher income earned by some people than the remaining population is good or not has been gathering momentum around the world. Okay, you could have written down like this. So the one that you have written down is not grammatically correct. Okay, this one is not grammatically correct. Okay, while few people argue that this trend has several positive effects, others believe that it has various negative impacts. That's good. The second sentence is good. And then the fourth sentence, both sides of this topic will be carefully analyzed before constructing an inference. Okay, good. All right, yeah, that's good. I'm very happy with the way that you have written down these two sentences. Only the first sentence could have been better. Okay. All right, let me go through the next one. On one hand, it is believed by a few people that the per person income of any country is evaluated based on the average income earned by the person in the given area. The main factor will be diminished and represent the low economic growth of the nation if there would be visible huge gaps in the income. Okay, let's go through this one. The first one is, on one hand, it is believed by few people that per person income of any country is evaluated based on the average income earned by the person in the given area. But we should write down whether it is good or bad only, and then only you have to provide all the supporting ideas. Do you know what I mean? You have to start by saying, on one hand, this development has many positive effects. Put a full stop. Then you write down the first thing. Okay. The main factor will be diminished and represent. Okay, I don't know why you have written on the main factor will be diminished. Diminished of what? I don't understand this. This one is wrong. The main factor will be diminished and represent the low economic growth of the nation if there will be visible huge gaps. Visible gaps. You don't need to measure visibly huge gaps. Okay, so what you could have done is you could have removed this one. Huge gaps could be removed. There could be visible gaps, or you could have removed visible as well. There could be huge gaps, because these two things cannot go together. Visible huge gaps doesn't look good. Okay, so you could have used huge gaps or visible gaps in the income. For example, the A country like Brazil. No, it's not the country. Okay, for example, a country, a country like, or you can use countries like Brazil. Okay, so this one is a country like Brazil. You don't need to use a Brazil here. Remove this. We don't say, we don't use any articles before the country. Okay, you can't tell that. You can't say an Australia. No, that's wrong. Brazil, countries likes. Okay, that's wrong. Countries such as, and the other thing is, you have written on more than one country. So what you should have done is, for example, countries such as, okay, and then you should have written down all the other countries. Okay, so for example, these things should have been replaced with the countries such as, and then you should have mentioned, whatever you want to say. Okay, Brazil and Africa, where some people enjoyed the best of both the world. Then the rest of the world is that enjoyed the best of both the world, while others are living on a hand to mouth. Depicts the snail pace economic growth. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. And this sentence is really longer. I would recommend you not to write down a longer sentence. Okay, please cut it down. Okay, try not to write down a really longer sentence. The reason is that you will um, lose control on grammar. This is what exactly happened here. Okay, so that's not good. Please change this. Okay, try not to please try not to use this. Okay, I mean, this is wrong. Like, it's really wrong. That some people enjoy, it's not enjoyed but enjoy the best of the both the world. I don't know, both the world. Okay, I don't know what you represent here. That's wrong. I think the whole thing is not good. However, on the other hand, the comma needs to go close to however, not the on the other hand. Okay, again, comma needs to go here, not here. Okay, however, on the other hand, it is believed by some that the countries where government indulge in defining, okay, where government indulges, or the governments indulge, you have to use where governments indulge in, where governments indulge in defining pay scales for various jobs based on the skills and work associated growth on the world map. To illustrate, in India, the minimum wages related to all kind of jobs. No, that's wrong. That's all kinds of jobs are getting affirmed by government, twice by the government. By the, okay, by the government twice a year. You don't need to use twice in a year. Okay, remove this in, please. In is not needed here. It's not good. Okay, twice a year, which is eventually executed to every industry. Which is eventually executed to. I don't understand what you want to say. What is more, the probability of developing social indifferences and inequalities will be declined due to justified salary signifies the prosperity of that country. No, due to justified salary signifying the prosperity of that country. So you can't use so many verb places within one sentence itself if it is not correct. Okay, this is not correct. This is not a complete sentence. So signifying, sorry, signifying. Okay, in summary, there should be a comma here. Place a comma here, please. So when are you planning to sit the test? Okay. Following the analysis of equal salary distribution will remain always in favor of the collective growth of the society and the country. Okay, following the analysis of equal salary distribution, analysis of what? Analysis of both views, isn't it? Comma. So add this. You have to add this, please. Analysis of both views. Equal salary distribution will remain always in favor of the country and favor of the collective growth of society and the country. Thus, I strongly believe that every government should keep close eyes on the national salary arrangement and then should review on a regular and then should review at regular intervals. It must be at regular intervals. And I strongly believe, thus I strongly believe. So you should use it is strongly believed. It is strongly believed that. Try not to use I strongly believe, please, because that doesn't make sense. Okay, you can't use informal phrases in your essay. That's not good.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Let me go through the assessment. So one is grammar. Grammar needs to be improved a lot. It doesn't look good. You have committed several grammatical mistakes in terms of the use of punctuation marks, verbs, nouns, and things like that. You have written on longer sentences which could have been reduced a bit. Okay, vocabulary could have been better as well because some of the words are informal phrases, which is not good. Connectivity is okay. I'm happy with the way that you connect them. But task fulfillment could have been better. Okay. To me, the expected score would be. This sounds like. Let me go through the number of mistakes you have committed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are the major mistakes, unfortunately, and the first sentence isn't good as well. Okay. To me, this sounds like a 5-band essay because of so many mistakes. Okay. I wish you good luck with your next essay. Okay. Don't worry too
Okay,
much.
sir.
Just work out on these mistakes. Okay. You have to go through these mistakes and you should be able to rectify them. All right.
Okay, sir. I answer.